excited. I'm so excited. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome. My name is Couscous and this is the Get Ahead family. Hey! I am so excited today. Few hours ago, I didn't know I was gonna make content today because I was doing other things. And then I just decided to make content, and 30 minutes later, I am ready. This is on another level. Do you know how long it takes me to be ready to make content, guys? It's usually a whole day thing. If I want to make content today, I do not do any. Most times I don't do any other thing because I'll wake up, get ready, start creating. I'll create like 5, let's say 3, 4, 5 contents, and when I'm done, I am exhausted and I'll just either rest, clean up, clear up and everything. But today has been such a productive day. This is 4 p.m. and I first woke up, took some classes, I did a couple of things, and then I decided to make this content. So please give it up for Couscous. I think I'm doing a great job. Anyways, if you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Couscous and this is the Get Ahead family. Here I share everything that has to do with study and work content. So you're very welcome. Take your seat, sit down, take your popcorn, because today's video I'm gonna be answering all your questions, okay? Especially for those who are resuming in September, October, or who are resuming school in autumn 2022, and you've asked a lot of questions, you have a lot of questions on your mind. Sit down, take a deep breath. If you are going to be enrolled in UK university this autumn, let's say September, October, or November, then this video is for you. I'm going to be answering all your questions, a lot of questions that you guys have asked me in the DM. I've seen these questions on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and I just keep answering. It's like recycling over and over again, and I feel like a lot of people are bothered with these questions, and I've decided to come and answer them for you guys in this video. Guys, so yes, if you're in the process of getting your cars, you are maybe applying for, you've gotten your cars already, you're applying for your visa, you're shopping, you're buying stuff because you're going to study in the UK in the next coming months, then this video is for you. My recent video on how to pack, what to pack, and the kind of luggages to use, I got a lot of questions, people asking me, where should I buy lightweight bags? I said, just check any nearest market or mall available to you. Ask for a collapsible bag. You know, it might necessarily not be collapsible bag, but buy a lightweight travel bag. Yeah, so let's not drag this too much. Let's get right into the video. But before then, do well to subscribe to the channel. Join the Get Ahead family, because here it is a very value-packed channel. So join the Get Ahead family by subscribing, and when you do subscribe, please ring the notification bell so that whenever I post, you will be the first to know. Do you know the privilege of being the first to catch very vital information? You don't know. I'm telling you now. Let's get right into the video, guys. Let me address the question of cars. I've heard a lot of people asking me, I think especially on TikTok, how long does it take to get cars? When does the university release cars? I have applied for my cars 2 months ago and it hasn't come. What should I do? Now, what I'm going to say about cars briefly is this. Cars is processed on first come, first serve basis. What do I mean? If you paid your deposit on time, you would receive an email asking you to apply for your cars, and you will be able to apply on time and also get on time. Some universities take a very long time to process cars, while others, you know, come out in maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Some universities may take maybe a month, depending on their workload. Another thing you need to know is to exercise patience, because during summer, a lot of university staff are on break and a lot of international students will be requesting cars at the same time. And before they issue cars, they need to do the background check to ensure that everything is okay before they can issue your cars. One thing you should know is that you need to apply for your cars. Your university is not going to automatically send it to you. While some universities conduct an interview for cars, others do not, okay? When you pay your deposit and you get that unconditional offer, if you do not know how to apply for your cars, first of all, check that your student portal, the portal where you processed your admission, you submitted your admission application and you were monitoring it, check that portal. Is there information on how to request cars? If not, send your university an email that you would like to know how to request for cars. okay? And then they are going to send you a document where all the information they need for CAS will be available, and they'll ask you to fill those information in before they now process your CAS document. So take note, okay? And when you submit your request for CAS, be a little patient, and if it takes maybe up to 2-3 weeks you've not heard from your university, you can send a gentle reminder so that your CAS can be released. And another fear I want to quench is, I know that over time I have mentioned in this channel that you should try and process your visa on time so that you will arrive in the UK in good time before your school resumes. However, if you're not able to process your visa on time because your CAS came up very late, it is not your fault, okay? And student visa application for UK VI usually takes like 3 weeks, okay? During my time, we were able to apply for priority service where you can apply and your visa will come out in 5 days or less. Now, I made a video about application for student visa this year recently, and I was able to see on the UK VI website that some priority services or some urgent services or extra services are not available to some candidates or to some applicants in some countries, in certain countries. So if you check your country and you are unable to do a priority service application, that also is not your fault. Everything is out of your control. What I'm going to advise is this: continue to ensure that you get your CAS. Once you get your CAS, apply for your visa, okay? And if, let's say, your school is resuming 14 September and your visa is not yet out, no problem. Try to follow up online, okay? I'm sure that most universities have been able to adjust now to offer blended learning, where people on campus can attend physical classes or physical sessions, and people online can log in virtually. So all you can do is ensure that you follow the process, you follow whatever is going on in school for your academic session. If it is induction, attend your induction online. Try to follow whatever is going on. Download the materials online and just try to get yourself abreast with whatever is going on. You know what? These universities are not going to wait for you. The people that handles the academic calendar is different from the immigration as services for the university, admission services. Everyone have their own units and they are operating at their own pace, and they're not going to be able to wait for you simply because you have not gotten your visa, because it will disrupt the academic program. So yes, whether you're in UK or not, school will resume and you'll be expected to attend classes or induction sessions. So whether you are in UK or not, try as much as possible to attend your induction programs virtually. Some universities do 2 weeks induction, others do 3 weeks, others do 1 month. So whatever the case, try and attend your induction program. Once you attend your induction program, you'll be able to keep yourself up to speed, keep yourself abreast of whatever is happening, so that whenever your visa comes out, you travel, okay? It is not your fault and you cannot blame yourself for it. Let me know if you have any other question concerning CAS and visa issues, okay? I can assure you that you can still resume in school. You can still arrive in the UK a month or 2 later after resumption, and your case will not be fatal, as long as you stay up to date with your programs online, okay? If you are confused about anything, email your student services, email the professors, stay up to date. When you enroll in your course, they will likely add you to teams or WhatsApp groups that are for your academic session, for your course, for your department, and you can be able to make interactions there. Just ensure that you stay up to date and update yourself, and make sure that everything that is going on you are able to follow until whenever you arrive in the UK, okay? I wish you guys the very best. I'm gonna go straight to the next question that so many people have been asking me. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of questions from people who have gotten student accommodation offers from either their university or their private accommodation, asking them to pay all at once, or giving them like 2 installments or 4 installments for the entire year. So this is all you need to know. Before you sign a contract for your accommodation license, you need to be able to accept the payment structure that you are given. If you are given 2 times payment installment and you know that you will not be able to meet up, do not accept that contract, because if you do, it's going to bind you. So what you have to do is, if you get a contract that is giving you the times you should pay your payment installment that you are not able to meet up, before you sign that contract, try to negotiate that installment. Can I pay 3 times? Can I pay 4 times in a year? Can I pay 6 times in a year? Can I even pay monthly? There are a lot of accommodation arrangements that you can pay monthly. This is to help you, because you are an international student, you're still trying to get used to the system. Apart from your accommodation, you will need to feed yourself, you need to transport yourself to school. So you need to be able to manage your finances properly. So in addition to the deposit that you're going to pay, if an accommodation asks you to pay twice or even pay all at the same time, especially because you do not have a guarantor, that may be very harsh for you. So all I'm going to advise you is, when you get that accommodation license or accommodation contract, try to check the payments installments. If you're not comfortable with it, there is no harm in negotiating. When you negotiate, try to show reasons why they should allow you to pay by installment and show credibility and how you can go about it. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video, Amber Student. Amber Student is a platform that provides thousands and thousands of student accommodations in different countries, US, UK, and the entire Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and the rest of the places that usually attract a lot of international students. Amber Student has all these properties with specific requirements. I made a lot of videos that has to do with how Amber Student works. I'm going to link it in this video so that when you're done watching this one, you can go and watch that one to know how it works and all the benefits you can access from booking an accommodation using that platform. So the accommodation on Amber Student website, they have different terms and conditions, different payment requirements. All you need to do is, if you're the kind of person that needs an accommodation that you can pay monthly, all you need to do is, when you go to the website, you make that filter, go through the accommodation that are available, and just pick the one that will allow you pay monthly. I also see that there are accommodations that allow short-term contract. Other options may allow you to pay weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, twice a year, or annually, depending on your needs. So apart from just booking student accommodation, there are lots of other benefits that you can access using Amber Student platform. Now, with respect to student accommodation, I'm going to address this issue. A lot of people have asked me, in fact, whether people ask me or not, I know that I would probably still have addressed this issue. I have witnessed where students, especially international students, arrived at their student accommodation and they do not like it. Either because it's not as spacious as it was in the video, they don't like it. You know, there's sometimes you just go to a place, you don't just like it. And when it has to do with a student contract, you cannot just terminate like that, because you probably signed a 1-year student contract. I know where I was in my student accommodation, a lot of people came and said, oh, I want to move. Oh, I want to move. Now I need to tell you something. When you sign that student accommodation contract and you resume at the accommodation, and all of a sudden you do not like what you see, or you are not comfortable, it could be that your roommates are not friendly, it could be like that you do not just like your flatmates and you don't see yourself living there long term, and you want to opt out of the accommodation contract. While some student accommodation will not even allow you to opt out of the contract, because they will say you signed a 1-year contract and you have to stay. First of all, they will not refund you if you paid up front. Others would say that you must bring a replacement. What do I mean? You must find another student who intends to take over your room, your assigned accommodation, and when you find that person, you can now take that person to the student accommodation management, and they would be able to process the papers and give you a refund. Talking about Amber Student platform, if you take an accommodation and you would want to cancel, different properties have different policies. So the advantage of this is, when you're booking an accommodation using Amber Students, all you need to do is go through the policies, okay? What are their return policies for this particular building or student accommodation? Can I get my refund back? What kind of terms and conditions do they have? So this gives you an advantage to know ahead of time. You know why? Because most times you may not consider all these things, but because you're watching me right now, I'm putting these ideas in your head, okay? If you want to book a student accommodation, go through the policies for that particular accommodation, read the reviews that are there. If you check Amber Student platform, there are a lot of reviews there, so it will guide you. Students will share their experience, what they liked about the place, what they did not like, and you will know if to go for that property or not. By all means, always negotiate. Even if you see a property that says no refund, or that makes really uncomfortable terms that you may not like, and you think you really like that property, all you need to do is try and negotiate. The importance of negotiation cannot be overemphasized, because when you negotiate, you give the other party an opportunity to make an exception for you, or to consider assisting you in your own peculiar needs, okay? So in essence, I'm saying If you arrive in the UK and you do not like your student accommodation, it is possible for you to move out, only if the policy for that accommodation allows you to break your contract. And other ones, they may allow you to break your contract based on conditions. The condition that you have to bring another student to take over. And usually you can utilize your student pages, student groups to ask, oh, is there anyone that would like to take my accommodation? And other students may come through for you. Another benefit of using the Amber Student platform is that when you book a student accommodation in a country where your university is and you are unable to arrive at that country because your visa was rejected, they have their policy, refund policy, where you can get back your money, and pay attention to specific property requirements and the terms and conditions when you book. So that's another benefit of using the platform. But before I go to the next point, in fact, I have seen that they now have added benefits for using the Amber Student platform. The benefits range from getting access to student loans, getting access to forex cards, airport pickup, in fact, luggage shipping, overseas SIM card, student guarantor, student essential kits, student internship, student bank account, and so much more. So that is on their Amber Plus service. There are so many advantages to using the platform, so you have to check it out. Now I'm going to move on to the next question that you guys have been asking me. Oh, Couscous, I'm a prospective international student in the UK. I have applied for my visa, but I am going with my husband and 2 children. Nobody wants to give me accommodation. All the platforms I have visited, they don't want to give me accommodation. Why? UK is not against family people going to school now. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me comport myself. My DMs are always open at the Get Ahead services. Please, I specifically distinguished our official Instagram page and my personal Instagram page. Please, if you're messaging me on anything Get Ahead education, anything study abroad, anything student accommodation, please message me on the Get Ahead education services, because I will respond faster. In my private Instagram, sometimes in a whole day or 2, I might not even go there, but I'm always on the Get Ahead platform. So if you message me on the Get Ahead platform, you're likely to get a request faster. We also have our official emails where you can email us. We have our bio data where you can book our services. Watch all our videos on the channel. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know if you liked the vibe. Did you like the vibe? Did you connect with the vibe? Drop your video recommendation. What would you like to see on the channel? What questions would you like me to answer? If I cannot answer in a YouTube video, I will definitely answer using a short video for Instagram or TikTok. So please do what to send in your questions, send in your video requests. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.